Ayden, obviously it was a tough go today, but you guys pulled it out. Sean had a couple picks, seemed to struggle at times, but what was going through your mind on that third down to the 1 yard line and the play he made and the play you made there?
Yeah, absolutely. It's tough to go 4-0, and at the end of the day, that's our goal, or I guess that was our goal, and that's where we're at now. So that's huge. But yeah, going through that play, we knew that we'd pretty much be matched up one-on-one with their corners, and Sean saw a little mismatch and put the ball exactly where it needed to go, and with his confidence and. Just the way you can watch him play, and you see his confidence, whether it's throwing the ball, running the ball, making decisions, checks, or anything like that. But yeah, he put the ball exactly where it needed to be, and the line protected very well, and just made a play. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Cody?
Ayden, I guess just how nerve-wracking has this been for you guys to go through 3 of these and first?
Yeah, it's not. I know it's not fun to watch. It's probably fun to watch, but it probably, I think people say the cardiac kids or the cardiac boys or something like that. But it's definitely pretty nerve-wracking playing in those close games just like that. Especially when we, go through the game and we see different things that could work, and like you saw at the end of the last couple drives on offense, I think you could see that things were starting to click again. And, we can't be going up and down and playing like that. We got to play at a high level all the time. And, I think obviously we're going to watch the film and see, what was going on and different things like that to be able to execute at that high level all the time throughout the rest of the games.
Tracy, do you have a question?
Can you, off of 3 games like you've had where you've won in the last minutes of a game, can you build some confidence that maybe leads to being able to get bigger leads early, but know the confidence that you're not going to screw the game up if it gets down to the deadline?
Absolutely. Like I said already, 4-0 is huge. And that's where we are, and we were 1-0 on the week. But I think it shows signs of a mature team. Obviously, we'd like to be able to beat teams by, more than 2 or, the last second little plays or drives that, we come back and win. But I do think it is good to have that confidence to where, throughout the season, adversity is going to hit, and we're going to be in those close scenarios and situations. And for us to already kind of been in those, I think that's huge. And, to come out 4-0 and 1-0 on the week is even bigger. And I think, kind of like you're hinting at a little bit, the experience of those close games is huge, and it helps a lot once once you're in another one.
Josh?
Ayden, the running game really got going there in the fourth quarter, especially in that long touchdown drive. Would you say that was kind of the turning point for you guys, just as far as zapping any momentum that UConn had?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I would. The big boys, they were pushing everyone around, and they were doing everything perfect, and the running backs were hitting their holes, and it was great. It was awesome to see that, and I think it just goes to show how our coaches have been training us and training the offensive line, and the whole team. It just shows that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and they're building an advantage. Especially if you really think about it, that was in the fourth quarter, to where we can last in games. We're not gonna get to the fourth quarter and be dying and out of breath and that sort of deal. So I think that was really good to see that kind of wore on them all game. And then that fourth quarter, that drive where we ran the ball really well was awesome to see.
Ryan?
Ayden, when you're preparing for a team and you're watching the film and they struggled so bad in their first 4 games, how hard is it just to stay motivated, and how much better did they play than what you saw?
They played really well. But Coach Bull alluded to it, to where it's they're a team, and you got to think of it like coals. Are you going to pour gasoline on the fire, or are you going to pour water and stomp it out? And giving them a chance and letting them hang in there. just lighted the fire right away, and that's pretty tough to stop. So for us to be able to shut that down towards the end and then come back and win, that's huge. And then obviously a huge stand on the 2-point conversion by the defense. But yeah, they played really well. They've had great athletes. Watching film, you could see their athletic ability. They look like any SEC team out there. So I think everything started to click for them, and they played really well. So that's credit to them.